salutations, all you friends and family, fans and followers of the Zita Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for joining us here for episode 77 of The Revolution. I am your host with the most from the east to the west coast, Emperor Zita. Coming to you from the greatest place in the world, the under construction Fortress of Solitude here in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. This week, we take a trip down to a Toronto landmark, a Canadian landmark, the CN Tower. We take Anthony and Catherine for their first trip down there. Now, it was a great time, but I have to say it is incredibly overpriced. $32 just to go up the elevator and look out the windows? Come on. I can do that at home for free. But it was a really nice view. It's a beautiful thing to go see. Definitely should take your kids at least once in their lifetime to see the CN Tower. So we have some footage of that this week. And Comic Book Day this week is back to normal. I did not erase any footage, so we do have Fred back on commentary. Anyways, that is enough from me. Let's get on with the show. Rock and roll, baby. And here we go.
So Anthony's coming up on 9 months this week. On Tuesday he'll be 9 months. He is really getting the hang of waving. So now usually if you wave, he'll wave back, as well as his reflection, his shadow. He is a lot faster at crawling. It's like he's got a little motor up his butt. Sleeping is a lot better. Usually now if he goes to bed 11:30, he'll sleep till about 6:37, have a bottle, and go back to sleep. So for the last couple of nights, because he's teething, his tum's really bothering him, he's having a growth spurt, so he's been waking up a few times the past couple of nights. So word-wise, not much, still with the dada. He likes to say okay, or go. Still no mama. That's all I'm waiting for. That's all I want to hear. She's giving me butterflies with those devilish eyes. That's when she put my hand in between her thighs. And I wasn't getting. Excuse me!
So not only did Raw suck big time this week, but so did SmackDown, and the pay-per-view Battleground was a huge ripoff for anybody who actually paid for it. Terrible matches, unappealing card, and then the no ending to the championship match.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So we still do not have a WWE champion because Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan went to a no contest because the Big Show decided to interfere. Probably setting up a three-way feud for the title now, but once again Daniel Bryan gets screwed out of the WWE title. He should totally have the title around his waist and have Orton and the corporation chasing him while Big Show plays both sides against the middle. I will say that him and Orton are having some fantastic matches. Daniel Bryan can work with anybody. Plus, we found out on Monday that HBK, the man who trained Daniel Bryan, will be the special guest referee for the WWE Hell in a Cell match at Hell in a Cell. But the biggest news coming out of Hell in a Cell is that John Cena, after 2 months off, will finally be coming back. And he will be getting a title shot against the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. And I'm really hoping that John Cena takes him out and wins the title, because I am so sick of Alberto Del Rio being champion. I'm just excited that we finally get to see John Cena back, because God knows I have missed him on Raw.
It's Clover time!
Going on to CM Punk, his feud with Paul Heyman and the Paul Heyman guys is starting to get boring. It's the same thing every week. It's either Punk beats them down or they beat Punk down. There's a verbal squaring between him and Paul Heyman that Punk always wins, even though Paul Heyman is sick on the mic. I just want them to put CM Punk back into the title picture and have him eliminate the Paul Heyman guy, because nobody is worse than Ryback and Curtis Axel. They would make a terrible tag team, and they make a horrible faction, unless you throw Brock Lesnar in. I'm just hoping that for Survivor Series it'll be Team Punk versus Team Heyman. So good news out of the Zack Ryder camp this week. He got to appear on Raw in an actual match that he jobbed. But he was also on Main Event this week, where he also jobbed. Zack Ryder may be jobbing, but at least he's getting on television. At least he's getting some exposure. At least this way people will not forget his name. I really hope that they start doing something with Zack Ryder, because now is the opportune time. With the rosters being so thin, they have a proven commodity in Zack Ryder, who gets over 1 million Twitter followers tuning into him every week. And now with the way that the Nielsen ratings are going to be doing with incorporating social media into it, Zack Ryder could be the next face of the WWE. I've been saying it for over a year now, and I will keep saying it, that Zack Ryder is one of the guys that should be the future of this company. And if not, well, then Vince is more senile than we thought. Freeze, you're under arrest. Hands to the sky. Hey, downtown. I got the monkey here. I got my Empress, my little psychotic princess. We're down here today at the CN Tower. We brought the whole family down. Say hi, honey.
Hi.
So me, the Empress here, and our wonderful children, well, Anthony and Catherine, are down here at the CN Tower. We're going to go check out some of the sites down here, do some nice hometown Toronto stuff while Catherine has her first EA day of the year. That is so cool. I would not want to be stoned in here. So this is cool. It's a security check. They shoot pressurized air to check for explosives. That's really cool. Cool. Look at all these wicked displays. Different levels of the tower. It's a Mayor Mel Moose. We're gonna take a green screen picture. Talk about sardines in a can.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the CN Tower, everyone. Bonjour. Bienvenue à la Tour CN. Now, first off, we're in a glass floor elevator. You can look down through the panes of glass. Or not. Straight ahead, the view is north, downtown Toronto. This is where our entertainment district is, our theaters, clubs, restaurants, municipal buildings, hotels. You're going to see all this up there, not to worry. To the right, east, that's our financial district. Those are banks, many of those tall buildings there. We're going 15 miles an hour, 22 kilometers an hour. Only takes 58 seconds to get up. You're going to feel the ears popping up.
Yeah.
When we stop, we'll be 1,136 feet, 346 meters, 114 building stories high. Amazing view today, everybody. Now, on the lookout level is a cafe called The Horizons. You're welcome to stop there. Is anyone going even higher to our sky pod? Beautiful view up there if you are. Class 4, outdoor terrace, everyone, just down the stairs, one level below.
Definitely getting vertigo. A lot more trees than I thought there would be. Catherine and Mommy are on the glass floor. What do you think, honey? The view from the observation deck. As if someone would be stupid enough. Gotta hate it. We are here at the highest point that we can visit the CN Tower. I'm going to show you some footage of what it looks like from all the way up here. The cars look like micro machines from up here. The boats are so tiny, Captain thought it was a ride. It's really, really cool, but I would not want to spend too much time up here because I hate heights and it's making me want to pee my pants. And this is the gift shop. A CN Tower made entirely of Lego. Whoa, that's beautiful. Look at that.
I'm skating. Did you find me skate? See, please. That's tickle. Again. Again. I don't want to take a picture. Let me careful. Okay, so I'm eating right now. Get that camera off, or I won't eat. I see a Leah hat. Because I called it that. Uh-oh, scared. You turn your lights off. You have the lights on here for reading, and the lights on there for reading. And now, so turn your light off. I'm going to school. Nothing to do with me. Stop it. Get together. The happy hour. Me, like Annika, and Michael, and Aggie, and Mateo, and Ben, and Olivia, and Mama. And Mommy, I want to play Minecraft. I want to too. I want to hear, please. I want to hear the phone and the singing.
Yeah, never mind.
People, it is comic book day. That's right, it's comic book day once again. We are down here at the bus stop. We just stopped at the bank, deposited a bunch of money so that we can go and buy our comic books today. So I'm here with my little sidekick of a prince, my little Prince Anthony here. And hopefully this week I don't erase all the footage that we shot, so we don't have to shoot it again on the weekend. But we're headed down to Excalibur Comics. We're going to talk to Rob, and this week I promise you to talk to Fred. I promise we will not erase the footage. We'll make sure to get him on the show, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get to see Big Mike. We will see you soon, people. See you soon, people. So we're back down here at Excalibur Comics. Me and my little sidekick. We're heading upstairs and talk to Rob and Fred this week. I promise to actually get Fred on the show this week. And hopefully this will be the first and last time we have to go up these steps of doom today. Steps of doom. So it's that time again. So we'll see you guys inside and find out what the boys have to say this week. Maybe we'll even run into Big Mike.
This is Excalibur Comics, 3030 Bloor Street West, upstairs above the Kingsway Theater.
This week we're going to start off with Infinity, the big book that Marvel Comics is putting out. Jonathan Hickman is doing a nice job writing this book. The artwork is very well done. A nice read. It's not the best. I think Siege is one of the best stuff being Marvel put out. Another one, and again we're going back to good old Marvel. Wolverine, Alan Davis, one of my favorite, all-time favorite artists. Everything he does is beautiful, slick artwork, and I always recommend anything he draws. The beauty of his artwork is just stunning. It's nice to look at this. In some ways it's simplistic, but some ways it's so much sophisticated and enjoyable stuff. Then we get to our friend, the Mighty Thor. Jason Aaron, him and Ron Garvey are doing this great thing with the Dark Elf, which of course is going to be in the movie. I can't say enough nice things about it. Since I gotta plug something with somebody else, I will recommend that you guys pick up Superman and Wonder Woman. Why? Okay. Basically, this is the relationship should have happened years ago, but for some reason they had to have Superman stuck with Bland Lois Lane. Now they realized after all these years, in fact, it took Marvel Squadron Supreme to make them realize, hey, that you should have a Superman character with a Wonder Woman character. That makes sense, doesn't it? Another book I'm going to recommend to the fans of comic books. Now, again, it's not one of the great books of all time. Dynamite does not produce great comic books. They've got great covers like right here, but actually, for a change, the artwork in this is pretty nice. So, Warlord of Mars by Dynamite Comic Books. Nice, nice to have it come out because this is way behind schedule. And for something a wee bit different, and I mean a wee bit different, Terry Moore's Rachel Rising. This is a superb little horror comic book that's very well done by Terry Moore. He's, Strangers in Paradise and stuff like that, which are quite good. But this is an interesting horror comic book in so many ways. So Abstract Studio puts out, and that's it.
This week, we actually will get Big Mike on the show.
If he isn't already sitting in. I was actually thinking of coming this Saturday.
Same thing you erased last week. They shut down the government, like they said. I think they're going to shut it down for 11 days. Not like when Bill Clinton shut it down for 21 days. 11, because 11 is leading up the Antichrist. Shut down the government, don't pay any bills, be riots in the streets. But you know what? They can print as much money as they want. The United States has a unique currency in that everybody needs oil, and the only way you can buy oil is U.S. currency. Out of the two oil trading centers, and through the Bretton Woods agreement after World War II, U.S. currency is the only currency you can buy oil in the oil exchange. Therefore, U.S. can print as much money as they want, and they can export all the inflation to the other country. In fact, whenever the U.S. prints, 80% of the inflation is exported to the other country. Like Kissinger said, to control the people, you control the food. To control the country, you control the oil. And in one way, the U.S. controls the oil is that you have to get their currency. Canada can print as much as they want, but you'll get hyperinflation, just like Weimar Republic in Germany or Zimbabwe. Everybody needs U.S. stuff. In fact, they say if you actually give the Federal Reserve to the people of America, everybody in America will be getting checks from the government, just like they did when Alberta had surpluses in their oil, and just as Alaska did as well. There's more U.S. $100 bills in Russia than there is in the United States. That's because, again, everybody needs the U.S. currency to buy their oil. Toronto buys oil from Calgary, they would have to change their Canadian dollars to U.S., and then Calgary would have to change the U.S. back to Canadian. There's no way around it. And whenever you get a country want to, change the system, they invade it. Chavez, all of a sudden he's gone. Saddam, he's gone. As long as you deal in U.S. dollars, you're fine. If you start to change it, next thing you know, something happens. So basically, they can print quadrillions of quadrillions of quadrillions. They don't need Congress to approve anything. They can pay for every program they want. Lincoln says, if you control the money and issue it interest-free, you give the country and everyone a good life. But if you let the bankers control the money and charge you interest, everybody would lose their house and they would owe everything to the bankers. And look at what happens today. Every country, except for the last 5 countries, Libya, but they've been taken over, Iraq, they've been taken over, Syria, they're being taken over right now, Iran and North Korea. They're the only ones that control their bank and do not linked with the Bank of England. Every other country is linked with the Bank of England. Therefore, everybody's enslaved by the Bank of England. People hold the bank, corporations hold the bank, even governments hold the bank. The money can free the people, or it can enslave the people. And the way the bankers are doing it right now is enslaving everyone.
Red Sox.
Mr. Delusional.
Can you believe that it's done? Another episode of the revolution is over. Thank you for joining us here for episode 77 of the Zita Nation, and come back next week for a brand new episode featuring a review of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 right here on YouTube. Go back and check out all of my other episodes right here on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel, One Word Emperor Zita, right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead Pinups Electric Night CD. Check them out on iTunes. Head down to Cherry Cola's for their Indie Week show next Friday, October 18th at 10 p.m. sharp. Pick up one of their t-shirts and follow them on Twitter for all the news on their brand new album at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Emperor Zita. Head down to Excalibur Comics for all of your comic book related needs.